Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome back, one and all, to the final episode of Danganronpa 3. My name is Akiyar, and when we last left off, the game did a turn that I did not want. Um, it made a choice which I think was the wrong one, and honestly, look, I think I should probably mention it now and like address it now, address the allegations. Um, like I have depression, I have anxiety. This is well known. I'm always talking about my medication because honestly, it's the most impactful thing in my life, even more than streaming. Um, so when this all happened, it really hit a depressive spot for me, a depressing spot for me, especially the whole especially the whole like you're just fictional characters, you don't matter, none of this matters and all that stuff. It really kind of it hit my kokoro and made it stop Doki Doki. Basically. um so yeah, I'm not happy with the way things went, but on the other hand, given a night to think on it and all that stuff, I think that I think I took it kind of the worst way. I mentioned on the stream yesterday that there's two kinds of fourth wall breaks with this. Either they're fourth wall breaking that this is all just a video game, or they're fourth wall breaking in that it's just a reality TV show. I mentioned that last time, like twice or three times. I took it that they were breaking the fourth wall and saying this is just a video game. So none of it matters, which I would hate right down to my soul. If I thought that was true, if I thought that that's where they were going with it, I wouldn't be playing this right now. To be frank, I wouldn't be playing this right now. I'd stream something else. I'd literally just walk away. Um, but I think that it is the better of the two options. I think that it is the fact that it's a TV show within that world, and that's so, and like the whole characters don't matter. It's because they had different characters when they're in the outside world rather than when they're in the Danganronpa world. So in their outside world, I should say. So yeah, it's so yeah. I don't think it's quite as bad as I took it. I could go on at length about how I would hate it if I would absolutely despise it if they were just saying this is just a video game. That would be an awful thing. But that would be an awful choice to make. But if it's just in the TV show, then I think we can deal. I think we can deal. Um, so and it's because of this. It's because if they were just saying this is just a video game, none of this matters, then there would be no hope. Because what's Kibo gonna do? Is he gonna burst out through my monitor like the Kool-Aid man? No. He is literally a video game character. Um but if it's the world where if it's the Danganronpa versus outside world where Danganronpa is a TV show, then that then there is a lot of hope there. There's a lot of hope. Specifically, like maybe everybody's not dead, you know? It's kind of I think it's kind of obvious that this is all a simulation at this point. I think so. They haven't specifically said it, but I think so. So the so everybody could just simply be alive. That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Maybe they'd have different personalities, slightly. Maybe they wouldn't. Who knows? But that would be a source of hope. And if, like, here's the funny thing: if that world, they said that that world is like peaceful and there's no wars, there's no want, anything like that, and Danganronpa is just a reality TV show to spice things up. In that world, would they really agree to people just dying needlessly? Like, wouldn't that be the entire point of that world? Is that they figured out how to not let people die needlessly? So, yeah, there's that. There's also the fact that Kibo, if Kibo really is just a normal person outside in the outside world without any ultimate talents whatsoever, how is he a robot? Like, they mentioned his eyes are cameras for the audience. They mentioned that his antenna is an audience survey, as it says right there. So, his inside his inside voice is the audience survey. His antenna is literally an antenna to talk to the audience. So, the fact that Kibo is impossible, given what they've said, it means that they're not saying something. Now, that either means that they're simply lying about there being an outside world versus the Danganronpa world, or it could be that they're lying about these people. Maybe these people are more special than they were led to believe, or it could be a simulation. I'm leaning towards simulation, and that everybody's still alive. That would make the most sense to me. So, we're going to continue. I believe that this will be the last little bit. I don't see how else it's going to go from here, but yeah. There is another... No, it's fine. I'll leave that. I don't think that's true. I know for a fact that that's not true. It's fine. So, we are going to continue on. An audience survey? Oh, forgot to click in. Boop.
Well done! Yes, indeed that is the truth!
By the way, I'm not starting exactly where I left off, but close enough. It's fine.
It's two-way communication that lets you participate in the program from home.
That is your inner voice's true nature. The results of an audience survey.
The voice I relied on for guidance was just the audience answering survey questions?
Every move you made was dictated by the audience's answers to that survey.
For this season of Danganronpa, the main gimmick is audience participation.
That antenna on your head lets you receive their answers.
This is an antenna?
When your antenna broke and you went crazy, that was a big problem for us. We got flooded with complaints from the audience.
But that's not your only role. You're also the audience's camera.
Camera?
Your eyes are the eyes of the audience itself!
The audience's eyes?
The outside world has been watching from your eyes the whole time! It lets them feel like they're really a part of the Danganronpa world.
What's funny is that that's a lie, in a way. In reality, we were actually looking from Shuichi's eyes. But, which is also another clue that things are weird now. Because we're not looking from Shuichi's POV anymore, we're looking from Kibo's. Also, I'm trying to figure out, is this was this an actual picture that they took of a TV with this art on it? Well, it doesn't need to be like that. They could have just added in the art and the animations in post. I mean, by animations, I mean the lines scrolling down. But is this the real world, or... No. Okay, now that I've done that, this is quite clearly artwork. Okay.
And it's all
That would have been
thanks to
funny
you.
if they did that. they did it that way, but sure.
That's why I'm so glad you survived all the way through. Because now I can use you to plunge the outside world into despair.
Despair?
What?
If the audience surrogate falls into despair, then the audience does too.
Okay, why do you want that?
By making you fall into despair, I can make the entire world fall into despair.
Oh, because she's a perfect imitation of... She's a perfect representation of Junko Enoshima, so that's literally all she wants. Wow, so they literally made an AI. They literally made an AI that is this sick in the head that they want to literally plunge everybody into despair, even though they're just an AI. That's kind of crazy.
My despair will turn from fiction to fact and destroy reality itself.
That's not really how that would work, but sure.
Isn't that just the most delightful despair?
Why would you go to all this trouble? Isn't Junko Enoshima just a costume?
Oh, Kibo, mon petit doudou. My cosplay is a perfect reproduction.
Actually doing stuff the characters would is totally part of that.
Wait, so... Wait, right! I forgot about that. So she's not actually Junko Enoshima. She is Tsumugi. Just pretending to be Junko Enoshima. So she is a regular person that was brought into the world of Danganronpa, given the cosplay superpower, and... No, wait, they were also the mastermind. How would they be the mastermind? And just... I don't know. I don't understand. Okay.
Is that why you want the world to fall into despair?
That's messed up. But that's the whole point of Danganronpa.
By the way, isn't she supposed to get executed at some point? Isn't Monokuma supposed to execute her soon?
The outside world wants to see horrible setups and payoffs!
I forgot about that. That's another point of hope for me.
Than a fictional despair eroding the real world.
No one could have imagined an end this hopeless.
No. I won't give in to despair.
Huh?
If I'm a surrogate for the audience, then I will use my inner voice to broadcast hope to the outside world.
I already fucking told you! The outside world only wants despair!
There's no way to spread hope to an audience that watches Killing Games.
If that were the case, then wouldn't the outside world be telling... I just saw the hamsters. Hamsters just floating around. That's funny. Wouldn't... If that were the case, wouldn't the audience survey have told them to despair at this point? Kind of funny.
No, my inner voice already told me what to do. I need to remedy this. If that's the voice of the outside world, then the outside world actually wants hope.
Exactly what I was saying.
So I will trust the outside world. I will trust in hope.
Kibo, Ultimate Hope Robot. Ultimate Hope Robot. We didn't actually have an Ultimate Hope yet. Well, yet. Hope has been recorded in the monopod.
What is this?
This is the power of hope. I will not lose to your despair. Not when I'm carrying the hope of the outside world.
Ugh, how annoying. Hope? That's not popular.
Well, if I can get someone like you to fall into despair, that'd be a great ending.
I won't let you do that. Hope will never give in to despair.
Oh, you're going to go that far?
There. Let's settle this.
The final battle between hope and despair.
Yahoo! Now that's what Danganronpa's all about!
Settle this how?
That is a problem. The class trial is in disarray because Monokuma broke a rule.
You're the one who broke the rule. How about we start over and have a special vote?
How about we vote on who killed Rentaro? I mean, that would solve it.
A special vote? But you're the one who broke the rules in the first place.
Whatever, man. We've made it this far together. Let's just do one last vote.
Cause that's what Danganronpa's all about!
This final special vote will determine, between Kibo and I, which of us should get punished.
What?
This'll be a vote to determine how this story ends.
You guys have to decide.